Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another days in the life of an entrepreneur vlog. I am kicking things off in the car. What else is new? I just grabbed one of my favorite things from Chick-fil-A, y'all. It's still technically breakfast time. It's 10:30. I got this little sausage bowl, scramble bowl. If you know, you know, okay? This is so good. It's got hash browns in it, scrambled eggs, a little cheese, some sausage. Like, it's very, very good. And now I'm getting ready to head to my coffee shop that I love to go to and get some work done. I just dropped Emery off, so now I have some time for me to sit down and clear my head. This is a good week to do this video because I have a lot of things that I'm trying to get done. One of them being, let me just get a little turn in real quick. One of them is I am testing a new product that is going to be launching next month. February is almost over, y'all, which is crazy. And I am moving into some new business things. One being that I'm trying to get into wholesale, and my goal is to be fully set up for that come Q2. So I'm working really hard for basically the last couple days of this month and March to make it happen for myself, just like getting my shop on Fair, and also starting to just connect with some of the businesses around where I live so that I can get in some different shops and stuff. So I'll be sharing a lot of that behind the scenes in videos to come. But this week I'm actually trying to get a product somewhat finalized so that I will be able to bring it to be launched next month. But also it's going to be one of the first products that will be available for wholesale. A lot of my already existing products are going to be available for wholesale, but this one I'm just really excited about. So I'll be sharing more details, but I just pulled up in here. I'm getting ready to go. It's kind of like a weird weather day because it's supposed to be 70, but right now it's cloudy and it's still a little bit cold. So I kind of have layers on. I'm layered up just in case. And then plus I get really cold when I'm inside, so it's like, why not? I was so mad, y'all. We were basically on time because I had to turn around and go back home because I had forgot my computer charger, but then we were still making good time, and we were 5 minutes away from where I needed to drop my daughter off, and then all of a sudden it was just like the traffic was insane on the freeway, and it's only like literally a 3 or 4 minute drive on the freeway to the exit, and I was just kind of like, so instead of what would have been 3 or 4 minutes, it was more like 15 minutes. Luckily we weren't sitting for too long, but I was just like, is this life really? Oh, you know what, hold on. So the coffee shop, I don't think they really care if you bring food in, but I'm always just kind of like, I don't know, so I'm gonna just put it inside of my bag just in case. All right, let's go. All right, it was very productive in there. So I'm happy for that. It is also hot now, so we're gonna go ahead and peel a layer off, okay? I'm excited for this new product. This new product is something, honestly, if I'm completely being honest, like this thing has been something I wanted to do for a couple of years now at this point, at least 2.5 years or so. And with me getting ready to do the wholesale stuff, as I mentioned, I kept feeling like I wanted to create something new. Not that I needed to. I have a lot of products, and I've actually had conversations with a few people that have been like, girl, you got more than enough. And that really did reassure me a lot, because I was really holding myself up from a lot of things with the wholesale, simply because I just felt like, oh, I got to recreate everything. Stuff's not good enough. Just really getting in my head a lot about it. But now, where are my keys? Now I'm really getting into the mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna still use the things that I have, but I really want to create this new product that has been on my mind for a while, and I just feel like it would be such a cool item for people to have in stores and stuff. So for that, I'm like, okay, you know, but I'm giving myself this week to do it. Like, I'm not prolonging it. I'm literally designing the thing this week, and I also have some new packaging that I'm designing, so I can't wait to share some of the stuff with you. I won't really be sharing much of the new product just yet because it's still very in the works, but in the fashion that I do, you know, I will be launching it, and so you'll definitely find out about it and all the ins and outs and behind the scenes and everything. But right now it's just in the kind of, I wouldn't even say the birth, okay? It was birthed when it was put in my head a couple of years ago, but now it is just starting to really walk, right? It's starting to walk, starting to learn its first words and all that stuff. I feel like that's what's happening. So I'm excited for it. But packaging wise, my plan is to I'm going to show you some stuff that I'm planning on doing, because I'm finally at a point where I'm ready to level my packaging up now that I'm back in the swing of things. One of the things I want to do is get that the water activated tape. I want to get some of that from Sticker Mule, but I have this really distinct design in my head that I want to do, so I'm going to be working on that, and I will share it whenever it comes in. I have to actually design it, so I'll be designing it first and then sharing it. And then that same design that I have in my head, I want to bring that to a lot of other packaging things. So I think it's gonna be really cute, but I really want this to feel like the Inspire blueprint. Okay, so I'm not doing a rebrand. I love everything about my brand. I love all my colors, my logo, all that stuff. But what I am doing is taking the brand to the next level. We're adding some components, some pieces, some design elements. I'm gonna be just kind of taking it a step further, which I'm excited about, because I did create the Inspire Blueprint brand a couple years ago, like the color palette and all of that. And so I feel like it's definitely time, as I'm getting into this new chapter of what it means to just really run this business and all that stuff. Like, I want everything to just feel elevated. So definitely stay tuned, because there's going to be some good stuff coming. But anyway, I'm actually going to respond to a couple of people that are waiting on me to respond to them voice notes wise. Me and my friends, we all talk, well, some of my friends, we talk via voice note, via Marco Polo and stuff. So I'm going to take a minute to respond to them before I have to go get Emery. But I just want to check in with y'all. Like, it was super productive, and I am also going to be working this evening as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't think I have anything going on this evening. Oh, I do have a call for the membership as well too. That call is at 4:30. It is currently 1:26 right now. So that call is our monthly accountability and co-working call. So it's a really fun one. We get on, we celebrate just the wins for the month that is basically over. It's always towards the end of the month. And then we also talk about the goals and things that we want to be held accountable for. So just kind of share like what's on our heart, in our mind, of what we want to achieve for the next month, which this one will be March, of course. And then we just come together, we celebrate those things, we talk, there's chances to ask questions. And then at the beginning of this call, the first half or so is just like an opportunity, like a work block. So there's just like some chill music on, and it just gives the ladies a chance to kind of finalize their thoughts, whether it's for just like what they want to work on for goals, or if they actually have some work they want to get done. So I really like these calls. We have 2 of these types of calls per month, where there's like some work time built into it. But you know, I'm gonna always plug my membership. Make sure you check out the Inspire Blueprint membership. We are coming up on a year, y'all, of this thing, and it is not going anywhere. It's only gonna get better. Prices are also gonna be going up as well. Come get in and join us now, and there's gonna be so much more goodness that is coming. It's only going to continue to get better. So I'm so grateful for it. I cannot wait for the call later, and I will definitely show you all that. But anyway, I'm about to respond to some messages and just chill a little bit before I got to go get my girl. All right, so I'm back home. I completely forgot I was vlogging. I'm not gonna lie, but we've been back for maybe about 2 hours or so. I ended up just making myself something to eat for lunch really quick. Had Emery work on a little, kind of like this little learning game thing, and now she is chilling on the couch watching a show, and I am up here doing the February accountability call. So as I shared, I like to have some music on. It literally says background music, but I picked different ones. I have just like some just go-to channels that I love to play. I absolutely love lo-fi music, and so I've kind of introduced that to the ladies on these calls. So the first half of the call we have right now is just a work block, and people are already starting to type in like the wins and things that they've had for the month of February. So we're going to be celebrating them, and then we're going to start getting into just kind of like the goals and things that we want for the month of March. Let me let somebody in really quick. And it's a good time. It's a really, really good time. I really enjoy these calls a lot. I think because there's really not a ton of structure outside of like the first half being work related, you know, like getting some stuff done. But once we get on, like there's no script of what we're going to talk about. It's just about questions and support and people just sharing what is on their heart, which is, it's created such a safe space for the ladies in it, because we don't always have that. You know, like you'll attend trainings and different things, but it may not be so open. It might be like, okay, you have to ask questions about the specific topic, or whatever the case may be. But I love to just offer an open door to just be like, hey, I'm here to help and support in any way I can. And so that's really where the relationships get built, and that's why I call them connection calls.
I did not. I started working on the accountability. I saw the questions and I was like, oh, I'm gonna work on these.
But that's still productive. That's still productive.
I needed this. I think I needed this. Sometimes we forget to give ourselves grace and allow.
I feel like I always get on these calls and I'm like, all right, I got these 1 or 2 things I'm gonna get done, but I look up and I'm like, oh shoot, we got 5 minutes left. I'm like, so. Getting ready to go here in a minute, and when we get back I have to do a number of things, one being school. First of all, my daughter's homeschooled. It usually takes us like an hour to an hour and a half depending on what we have going on, and then lunchtime, and then I'm going to shift gears and I need to get myself together. I got to do makeup and hair. I need to film a video today, and then I also need to film something for something that I'm doing with my friend. So that will be nice. So I'll definitely have a shift in appearance at some point today. But yeah, so we're gonna get ready to leave though. I have been loving this lotion, y'all. It's almost gone. I'm gonna have to get some more. It's from Bath and Body Works. My mom originally had it when I was up there visiting her one time, and I had tried it, and it's just, this is my favorite lotion. It smells so good. it really does moisturize you. Like, I really like it a lot. My phone is downstairs though, but I need to see exactly what I'm doing today. I think I'm gonna do an upper body. I'm trying to decide because there's an upper body, a lower body, and a full body day. So sometimes I'll mix and match stuff and just it ends up kind of turning into like both days are full body, because since I'm new to this, I'm trying to modify it as much as possible to not get injured, because I tried to like full force do the thing for the first week, 2 weeks, and I just noticed some things that were a little bit off, which honestly is probably normal. You know, when you are getting into something like this, there's going to be soreness and a lot of stuff, but I feel like I overdid it, and I was having issues with my back the day after I had did, it was like the deadlifts and all that stuff. I had never done any of that stuff before, so I think it was a combination of my first time, not really knowing what it feels like to have that muscle soreness after doing it. But with all of that, I've decided to just kind of modify the plan and make a little bit more sense. So I'm trying to at least have like a rest day in between for the most part, if I can, or a decent amount of time in between the workouts, and then definitely a ton of time in between my 2 runs that I do every week. So it gives my body enough time to like refuel and get ready, and especially my knees and stuff, because I have been having some soreness. But I've been trying to like do the muscle, or what are these, the rollers and stuff and all of that. So I'll probably do a little bit more of that later today. But yeah, y'all, you know, we really just got to make time for the things and fit in what we really want when we can. And while it's not ideal for me to pop out and go to the gym right now, because there's 10,000 other things I need to be doing, I'm going to make it happen. And so that is just, I want to give you the permission to do that for yourself. Like whatever it is that you are wanting to do and you feel like there's no time, you feel like there's no way that you could make it even work, I really want you to be honest with yourself about what could you be doing differently. I think if I wasn't going to the gym right now, I don't know, I probably would be sitting scrolling on my phone or something, or we might have done our school day a little bit earlier. I don't know. It just depends. Maybe I might have been doing a little bit of work. The days can vary, but I think I had to be honest with myself about, okay, maybe I don't feel like going to do this, but I know it's for my greater goal. So I'm going to fit it in this pocket of time, and I never regret when I'm done. So I just try to think about like that end feeling when it's all over. And I'm like, yes, I'm glad I went, and then I'll still have a decent amount of the day to do what I need to do. But so let's go to the gym. I feel like no matter how much I try to plan, it's just always really interesting getting out of the house with my little friend over there. But we're making it. We're almost there. The gym that I go to, they have a daycare, and so if you do have a wellness goal, consider finding a gym. Like if you don't have a membership, because I'm new to this whole membership thing and all that stuff, if they have a daycare, childcare, it helps, because then that's one less thing you have to figure out. And this one, they have set times, so like we have to go at certain times in order for me to be able to take advantage of it, or I won't be able to go until the evening. And I do not like going in the evening because it's just way too many people. Okay, y'all. It's just one of those days where I'm like, is it even worth it going? Just all the extra to get out of here. But anyway, it's actually starting to warm up here now. We've been having some nice 70-degree days lately, but today it's kind of like gloomy, but it's still gonna be like 75. Just patiently waiting. And I've actually been really liking this cup. I know there's been like a whole lot of Stanley stuff going on. I'm not even gonna get into it. I feel like I really just like these cups because they're just convenient and work for me, but I've seen so many crazy stories, y'all. It's not even funny. But I'm gonna fill this up so I have some water. make a protein shake. I have been loving this protein powder. It's clean, it has a good taste. It's Epic Protein from Sprout Living. But yeah, I like stuff with like low amounts of sugar, dairy free, so I really like it. Y'all, my arms are just, woo, right now. And then I threw in a run at the end. I'm trying to do that like at the end of every workout. Strength training, I'm trying to at least do like somewhere between a 5 to 10 minute just kind of like jog, to just wrap it up, just to keep my body getting used to running and stuff, just because I'm taking off so many days in between the like longer run days. Just, I don't know, it's in my head. I'm feeling like something I added in, but I really like it, and it's a nice way to end everything. I want to be honest here. And so it's a lot of trial and error to figure out. Okay, one of my favorite podcasts is that Happy and Healthy podcast from Janine Amapola. She just got married, so her new last name is Ward. She has a really good podcast. I'm listening to the latest one right now. But I just need to take a second to sit down. My schedule ended up getting pushed back probably like a half hour to 45 minutes later than what I hoped. I really thought that we would have been back home by 11, but because we ended up leaving later, it's 11:45. And I'm just now sitting down to drink this thing. It's definitely frustrating when the day gets pushed back because, I mean, it pushes everything back. And I still need to do our homeschool lesson. I still need to make lunch. I need to record that video and stuff that I mentioned. I still need to shower, do my makeup, get my hair together. So I'm just like, and then naturally, I just really want to lay down right now. But one of the things that I have really been enjoying that work well for me when I am just trying to fit a lot of things in is time blocking. I started doing time blocking, I would say maybe like 2-ish years ago. And so that's why it's one of the main components in the daily planner that is in my shop, because I just think it's important to map out your day and be able to see how things are going to fit together. So, of course, this is a little bit off because we left out later and different stuff like that, but you can kind of see some of the part of the morning I had planned out a certain way, and then we would have been basically getting ready to have lunch right now. But that's all right. We're going to kind of combine lunch and our school together, and then I'm going to do the second half. And so sometimes when I time block, I will actually do the first half of the day, see how things go, and then I will do the second half of the day. So that's a tip that I would say for you if you are just trying to figure out how to implement things in. And this is for you whether you work full-time or not. I think regardless, it's going to be... What are you doing?
I'm done.
You done? But yeah, so that's definitely a tip I would give. It's just like if you're trying to figure out how to fit in just anything. I know I talk a lot about entrepreneurship on here. So of course, if it's a business, if you feel like you don't have time for it, if it's a wellness goal, whatever it might be. Maybe you're trying to just take up something new. Maybe you want to learn a new language, or you want to start reading more. Time blocking is very, very huge. And I really like doing it, especially with me being at home, but with there being a lot of moving parts going on. I have really enjoyed it. But like I was saying, I think it can work for anyone's schedule. Even if you have like blocks within your work day, where maybe there's a little bit of some slower points in your day. You might be able to block some things out where you can shift your focus to other things. Or just if you're feeling like your workload is a lot, blocking out your work day and setting up boundaries around that time, you know, making that time sacred, I think is important. So this is definitely, I would say, the number one way that I'm able to do that. And just be open to change is very important. Like, I mean, clearly it's about to be 12 o'clock, and at this point my schedule is like 2 hours off. So yeah, but that's okay though. So anyway, I am gonna kind of sit here and figure out what this time is going to look like, but I'm thinking I'm going to just shift some stuff around, and then I'll probably end up recording that video a little bit later than planned, but it will get recorded. I mean, honestly, it's such a gloomy day. I don't even really think it matters. If I'm honest, it's not like it's going to be a ton of light coming in the room, so I'm going to just make it work. But I'm recording my February reset, or my March reset video. So yeah, that'll be good. Got in a shower. We're definitely I had to switch up the schedule a little bit. I don't know where my rat tail comb is. I think it's in the other bathroom, and I'm not getting ready to go get that. So make it work. Got a little pony here, just slick the edges down, and then I am gonna just put this on because we went out of town over the weekend, and I'm pretty sure my black wrap rag is in the car, and I'm not going to go get that. So I'm gonna do this pink one. I'm just gonna be in the house. And then I'll take this off after we're done with school, when I get into like the video recording and all that stuff. So basically with the schedule, I just ended up looping. I'm gonna just kind of, because the way our homeschool stuff works, I can definitely do this. I'm just going to be cooking lunch while we have our homeschool lessons going on, and then we'll kind of eat and learn and stuff like that. So we'll still be able to get it done in a decent time. And then my hope is that by 2:30 I will be kind of shifting gears, and by 3 I'll be working on recording and all of that stuff like that. So that's the hope. I think I can definitely make it happen. It's literally about to be 1 o'clock right now, and I'm just finishing up. I'm gonna do a little light makeup really fast just so that's already done, and then I'm gonna get into it. But yeah, that's another thing I suggest too. Like, if you are, like, if you know you have to break some stuff up, or like for me, I know I'm gonna be recording after, I'm just gonna get my makeup out of the way, so then I don't have to worry about it after we're done with school. And then, you know, I don't know how it's gonna go. It might be a rougher day or whatever the case is, but at least I know my makeup is good, and then I can just kind of hop into the next activity. So just taking a little extra time to do that for myself, which I think I will not be mad at. All right, so it is later now. I am getting ready to film the second half of my reset video. The first part was me kind of sitting down, going through the power sheet reflection of the month. And now I'm getting ready to record a, I'm trying to say, like a flat lay planning style with my Inspired Blueprint Daily Planner. I'm sucking on a piece of chocolate, so if it sounds weird, that's why. But I'm gonna be setting it up on this table. So I'll show you my little setup for that. Okay, so this is the tripod. Okay, so this is the tripod, and it has the arm on it that allows for it to do the face down videos, basically. So it's already set up, because I pretty much only use this tripod for that right at this time. I have this other one that you guys are sitting on right now, so I use that one mainly because it's a lot lighter, it's a lot easier to use. This one is definitely more heavy duty, and I really got it for this feature mainly. Or if I need a second, well actually I have another tripod in there, so if I need a second or a third angle, I have it for that too. So it's been a few days since I recorded. It's actually Saturday now, and this will probably be the last day of this vlog, but I ended up just kind of having a rough second half of the week, y'all, honestly, and just really did not do as much as I planned. It was just one of those weeks. The time of the month came, just a lot of just different things happened this week, and I just was kind of like, okay. So anyway, today is kind of like my CEO, but really just like my me day to just do what I want to do. I just got done, I attended this like homeschool expo thing, so I just got back on my side of town and I'm starving. My stomach has been all jacked up because I was on some antibiotics, and then I stopped all of like the probiotic stuff I was doing, and then it ended up tearing my stomach up because I just stopped everything. So today I'm feeling a little bit better. My stomach's feeling good. Because if you aren't familiar with it, it's kefir. I'm still trying to understand what's the exact pronunciation of it, but my mom told me to take that while I was on the antibiotic, and it really helped a lot. Like, I didn't have any issues during the time, but then I don't know why I didn't think like, oh, keep taking the probiotic even though you're done with the antibiotic. So anyway, that's why this week just kind of just went downhill. My stomach was hurting every day and all of those things, but I'm happy because Evan and Emery are out doing their thing today, and it's just a chance for me to just kind of be in my own space and presence. And so I'm actually excited to get back home. But I am picking up some food first. There's this place here that I love. They have gluten-free crepes, y'all. It is so freaking good. I'm trying to decide if I want to eat here by myself or if I want to eat at home. So it's just going to depend on how many people are in there to determine, because I'm not trying to be waiting to find a spot. It's like a cute little spot down here. So there's not a ton of places to sit. As soon as it starts getting crowded, like, it's kind of hard to find. So it'll just depend. But either way, I'm about to smash. I'm so hungry. I have not had anything I feel like really real to eat in like 2 days. So this is going to be a wonderful meal. And then I'm going to get back home. Okay, so I'm back. I'm getting ready to eat my food, but I've been just really enjoying having the TV set up in here. I have it like up on this shelf. So I'm moving some stuff out of the way. I need to really straighten this space up today. I think that's going to be my goal. I'm like, okay, I want to straighten up because I still have yet to get this office together, y'all. If you saw my video, I'm going to put it right here, the video where I moved everything around. I have yet to really finish that project. So stuff just kind of is just in here randomly. It's just kind of like a mishmash of different things happening. But right now I'm getting ready to sit down. I have a little new guilty pleasure show that I'm watching, and that is The Ultimatum. So I'm getting ready to watch another episode of that while I sit here. I'm just going to kind of chill out, and then after I'm done, I will just share, because I know I wanted to talk to you a bit about what goes into when I'm trying to just come up with like a new product idea. And just to give some tips, I do have videos on product creation, so I'm not going to dive super deep into it, but mainly just kind of like what is my mindset right now as I'm getting ready to start new things. Because I think sometimes we can feel like we need to reinvent the wheel. We can feel like we need to really knock it out of the park, you know, with something. But if you have a product that is working, you know, people like it, the biggest thing, and that I'm trying to remind myself, is to like do what works. Because it tends to waste a lot of energy and a lot of time. I am so excited about this meal, y'all. I got a chai latte with almond milk, which is literally one of my go-to drinks. Occasionally I'll switch it up and I'll do like a matcha green tea, but usually like a green tea latte, but usually I just love chai. I love cinnamon. So good. I got this one and I actually took a bite in the car, but this is what it is. So it's the savory crepe. I was gonna get a sweet one, but I really am trying to cut back on the amount of sugar. So I'm like, you know what? I can have something a little bit sweet later, but I'm going to go in with this. And it's cute. They came with these little wooden knife and fork. But yeah, I'm getting ready to get into this. I was really trying to eat this in the car and it just was not working out for me. So I'm getting ready to smash. And then I completely forgot to grab some more of the kefir stuff that I needed for my stomach. So I'm going to have to go back out. But this is kind of what's beautiful about this day is because like I can just go back out. I don't really have to say anything to anybody because no one's here. This is the craziest show. Okay, it is the next day. I wanted to just quickly talk about some of what I was mentioning about products. And I feel like it's a good time because I'm actually sitting here and I'm in my head a little bit, in a good way though. I'm in my head just trying to figure out some of these details. So I don't want to share a ton yet about the product because I'm still really near and dear and it's close to my heart right now as I'm just kind of finalizing everything. But I wanted to just kind of talk through some of what I'm thinking about on camera because I think it'll be helpful for you. Because I will have a really good idea of what I want to release. I'll know who it's for and all those different things. But a lot of times I get stuck in some of the details of it. And this particular product, I really want to make sure it is intentionally created. I don't want to just throw something together. I want it to, the people that use it to really feel like, wow, like I know how to work through this and to make it make sense. So what I like to do is whenever I'm trying to create something, and I mean, really this type of product, it can apply to anything, but I'm specifically, it's a journal. So it is going to be a type of journal. So that'll give you a little bit of something, is that I wanted to be able to answer a question. And then from there, I want to be able to break that question down into how this whole thing works. And I think this can apply to a lot of different things we create, especially if it's something where you are trying to guide someone through something. So, you know, a planner or a journal is a great example of this, but even physical products as well. You know, when you think about, okay, I am creating a skincare regimen or something, you know, and you kind of are answering this one question. It's like, okay, I'm creating this skincare regimen and I want it to help this specific skin type to be able to do XYZ. I want to help people be able to build confidence, XYZ. And then how you can articulate that through the entire experience of them using it. So like the packaging that they get, you know, the descriptions and everything that you write about it, all of those things matter. And so I shared in a past video that I use this thing called FBI. It stands for Features, Benefits, and Intentions. And I always like to think through that whenever I'm creating anything new, even if it's like a sticker book or, you know, something like that. I want to just think through all of the different ideas that I have and what the features are. So like, you know, the hard details about what it comes with, what it's made out of, just what all they get, basically the benefits. How is it really going to help this person get from point A to point B? What is it going to allow them to do? And then intentions is really helping them to see themselves using it. So really that's more so like the showing part, you know, the flip throughs, the actually, this is how I use it and this is what you can do this with. So it's those three parts are what I think about when I'm in this kind of somewhat beginning stage. It's been in my head for a while, and so I'm finally sitting down and I'm trying to articulate this idea that I have up here, and I'm like, okay, how can I bring this thing to life? What is missing? And so I decided this time around, I really want to just answer one question, and then I want that one question to spill through this journal. So my one question is going to help me to identify if someone, so let's just say if someone wants to ask you a question, let's say you are creating something. I don't want to give mine away because I want to keep it for a little bit so y'all can really just follow along with this journey, okay? But let's just say, for example, if it was like, okay, someone wants to, which by the way, y'all, I ran a mile this morning. I ran a mile. I'm so proud of myself. But let's say that's what I was creating a journal for. It's for someone who wants to document the beginning of their running journey. So the question would be, how does one run their first mile? Let's just say that it is. Or more specifically, how did you run your first mile? And so I would think through that answer to that question. How would I answer it? What tips would I give? What different things would I suggest that this person look into, or that they have ready in place before they get started, during the process, after the process? Really think about your product that you have in mind and figure out what is a question you can answer, and always go back to that question that you have. So as you are in the design process or the sketching phase, or you're thinking about packaging, go back to the answer to that question and make sure that it always makes sense, right? That it always goes back to, okay, I want to answer this question for people. So with me, that is how I'm assessing it, especially like the beginning part of this journal that I'm creating, but even the experience of purchasing the journal, how I'm going to talk about the journal when it's time to start the launch and everything for it, the packaging, just everything. I want it to be tied up in this beautiful little bow. And then what has happened is it started to make me think about like, okay, how can I then take this and really weave it through my business? Because it speaks so much to what I want my business to be. And sometimes that can feel overwhelming, you know, when it's like, okay, I want all of these, I want this to feel this way. I want it to look this way. And so I'm slowly trying to figure out what the Inspire Blueprint is and how I want it to not only look, but how I want it to feel when you interact with it. So it's been a really, really good time of it being in my head, but it gets crazy, you know, when you are trying to actually bring it to life. So I've been doing a lot of designing and sitting on my computer, and there will be some good vlogs coming. So make sure you're subscribed as I just start to roll this thing out and just all of the new things that are coming. But I'm really pacing myself because I don't want to overdo everything and try to do it all at once. And so that's why I'm really taking my time. And for the month of March, specifically what I'm doing right now is I'm getting this product finalized. I'm going to get my wholesale stuff together, which is a big deal for me. And just trying to get some of these brand identity type of things in line for the next level of how I want the Inspire Blueprint to be presented to the world. So yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot. It's definitely good stuff, but I'm just excited to bring you all along and see how I am right now, how I'm like talking through it, but it's kind of hard to, you know, like share without giving it all away. But I want you to come along with me during this journey, because this is the stuff that gets me so excited, you know, just seeing people in the beginning when things are just in their head, when they're just trying to figure it out, to literally like holding it in their hands, seeing it in other people's hands, and seeing things grow and take shape. And that's what's happening right now. So I'm going to end this vlog. I don't know how long this is. If you made it to this part, then definitely comment real. Okay, I love to say that because you are a real one for continuing to follow along in this random vlog and just all that came with it. So I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.